For the first part of our road trip, we went to Jacksonville, Bahia State Park, and SeaWorld. The next 2 days we spent at Aquaca and Volcano Bay. Then on Thursday we took a day trip through the Keys. The further we drove, the clearer the water got. Our first stop was John Pennekamp State Park. We had originally planned on snorkeling here, but for the good snorkeling areas we realized we would have had to take a boat tour, and we didn't want to wait a couple hours for the next one. So we tried hiking instead, but we quickly ran into an area that had apparently had some storm damage. This park is where we saw our first wild iguana, which was awesome. We also saw our first bits of coral here. Our next stop was Bahia Honda State Park, and we arrived right as the storm was passing. After exploring the park a bit, we did go snorkeling here. It took us a little while, but eventually we did find our first fish. This blue and yellow one was my favorite. We also found this cool conch shell. And our last discovery at this park was this pair of crustaceans. Based on our Googling, we think they're sea crayfish. And our last stop for the day was Key West, which is where we saw our first wild chickens and the southernmost point in the continental US. We went snorkeling here too. We liked it because it was very sandy, but quickly realized that the fish didn't like it for that very same reason. The grass at Bahia Honda had made a lot of good hiding spots for the fish. It was pretty shallow here for a while, so it took a bit, but eventually we did find some seagrass and some fish. It's a bit hard to see here, but I found a large hermit crab. Shortly after that, my boyfriend found something on the bottom, and it turned out to be an old no diving sign. After the Keys, we went to Daytona with a short stop at Cocoa Beach. At Daytona, we went swimming, went to an arcade, and attempted to skimboard. Thanks for watching, and remember to be always adventuring.